Hey everybody, welcome as we're getting into this game number 2, and my god is it awesome. We have got Mill.Lalush, the red Zerg in the bottom left, going up against Quantic.SaSe, the blue Protoss in the top right. And holy dear god, that last game was one of the best games I have ever seen. Chiefly because we had a 5-base Zerg before 12 minutes into the game against SaSe, who ended up making the perfect read, going from seeing the Mutas to going straight into double Stargate Phoenix and shutting down the Mutalisk. They could not get to that massive death ball number. They could not do much in harassment. They could not do much against SaSe, but right off the bat, we've got a pylon inside his main base. But, okay, we are on TSL4 Cloud Kingdom, and this is a really interesting choice by Lalush because it's the complete opposite of Entombed Valley. Lalush showed he really wants to go for a ton of macro, get a ton of bases up, and really be solid all around in terms of where everything is going in that time. But, I mean, here we're seeing him pick Cloud Kingdom, which is a much different map. It's a 2-player map. It's small, more compact, but there are a lot of run-by opportunities. Zerg likes this map because you've got 1 entrance, 2 entrance, 3 entrance, 4 entrance, and I guess you can almost count this as like 4.5, 3.5 type of thing, but it's still, the whole point is that a lot of the stuff is going to be key for counterattacking, and Lush may be trying to go ahead and use that. But we are seeing that SaSe is actually throwing down first a pylon in his main, and then a pylon in his natural. Well, I don't know if this is just for a possible defense against a 6 pool, so he can throw a cannon inside his mineral line with any worries, but what we could also be doing is trying to get constant probe production. He may still want to go for the Forge fast expansion, but do it going past the 18 food mark, because that's the limiting factor when you're going for your Forge play, is that you're usually limited at 17 probes for a little while, and we are going to see SaSe going farther along than that. But take a look at Lalush. Lalush is going for his spawning pool first before his extractor, but he's a very early extractor, and there's still no natural for him. It's been blocked by SaSe. But SaSe actually has an opportunity right now in this game to force Lalush to not be able to go to his natural expansion, and SaSe could then cannon rush over here into the into that third base, but looks like Lalush is going to SaSe is controlling his probe nicely. He's going to not be able to actually block that hatch from going down, but we do see the Nexus is now down. You've got a gateway, and there will be the cannon. And it's also really odd that he's actually choosing to make the Zealot wide choke over here, because you want to get that choke as far away from the ramp as possible. If the Zealot is over here instead of down here, what this means is that the Zealot gets taken out of the Baneling Bust or something, and then the Lynx can go straight into the main base. If you put your choke down here, you make the Lynx have to go ahead and do a little bit of amazing to go ahead and try and get into the main base. And that is a little timing thing that can be really, really strong. And we're going to see, oh, look at that, SaSe pushing back that Ling to make sure that he can actually get the Ling to be dead, and now only has 2 Lings to deal with instead of 3. But still, the fact that these Lings are in the main base is great for Lalush. He's got the multitask and the ability to go ahead and just play this pretty safely. I mean, you can see that they both have a lot of hand speed. We're watching as a probe is going to fall. Looks like 1 probe is not going to... What? It gets saved? That's ridiculous. SaSe pulling it back just in time. Nicely done there, but we do see Cybernetics Core is being thrown down as well, so the tech will be able to come in shortly, but it seems that SaSe is now down to mining with just 2 probes. That's very unconventional. I don't know if that's I think it might actually be on purpose, because now he's going to get... or maybe not. It's 2 and 3 now. Maybe he just wants to go ahead and get a nice balance of gas and minerals right now, because he keeps on pulling those guys back, but we see that Lush is still only on 2 base. Looks like he may be going for a cheese. Once he's going to delay his third base and try and play for more aggressive play. Maybe get out fast infestors. That's actually something that people have been experimenting with. But we do see that his third base is now down. There are some Zergs in ZVP that can kind of play it like ZVT, where you go for a little bit of a more delayed third and you rush for infestors. But these 2 Lings have been alive forever inside this base, just doing a lot of damage moving around. It looks like they're finally going to get their first, or actually their second probe kill, I think. Unless it was a scouting probe that got taken out. But either way, we're going to see this Ling's got 1 kill, this other Ling's got 1 kill. So it looks like they both each have a probe kill. Ooh, pull back! Oh, yep, now you got a probe with a kill. Can I find the probe that has a kill? There's the probe with the kill. I love it when seeing workers get killed. It just amuses me and tickles my funny bone. But there we see the death of that Ling finally. We'll not be seeing any higher attack from SaSe, though he could just throw something down the next minute or something, but he's just probing up contentedly right now. As for Lelouch, he's just droning up contentedly right now and throwing down an Evo chamber. No Roach Warren quite yet. He's just right now spreading his creep. He'll actually be able to spread to his third pretty decently quickly. His drone count's at 36, so he's slightly behind, but with this round of 9 drones coming out, he'll be able to get ahead in the worker count. +1 is now up for SaSe on its way getting researched. We have a Robo going down, and this +1 could get chronoed, and we could easily see War Prism play out of SaSe. He definitely has the capabilities to do that and make it incredibly effective. We saw, who was it? It was Metropolis, it was PVZ. I'm blanking on the names. It was Metropolis PVZ. We saw somebody go for the War Prism play, and it almost worked. I'm blanking the name. Stream, can you help me out? I'll look that in a second. Yep. But yeah, so the we can see that both these players are hitting a ton of the buttons. We can see that they're just literally just hitting more than most people can. I mean, look at SaSe at over 200 EPM, and the APM itself is half that. That's just kind of fun. I still can't believe Blizzard got it backwards. That just amuses me because it's supposed to be effective APM, being what the APM is for Blizzard. It has it here, but more importantly, SaSe is going double robotics facility. He's going super fast, double Colossus. He's going to try and just bull rush the front of Lelouch's base with just a ton of Colossus and gateway units, and try and use that to just stream forward and destroy everything. But Lelouch does have no lair coming down yet, but he does have a Roach Warren on the way. It's a little bit of a late Roach Warren actually, but the problem is without a lair is he won't be able to get Corruptors, and you kind of need the Corruptors to answer to a double Robo Colossus. Unless he's going to be able to snipe them off with speed roaches or something along those lines, it'll be a little bit tricky, but SaSe is going to gear up for a massive push. And Lelouch hasn't seen either Robo or the Robotics, but he hasn't even seen the Immortal that's actually being hidden by SaSe. And one Immortal in there is actually a really important key aspect to take note of, because the Immortal's going to do so much damage against the Roaches, and once the Colossi just swipe away and kill off all the Lings, then Immortal's going to do more damage than the Colossus, most likely. At the very least an individual Colossus, but when you get double Robo Colossus, that is a whole lot of units out there. So we should be seeing him getting his Extended Thermal Lance shortly. He does have the money for it. I don't know why he's waiting unless he wants to make sure he can queue up another Colossus or something along those lines. Looks like that is exactly what he's doing. He's queuing up another Colossus, wants to make sure he can get the count high. We have another gate going up that will take this up to what looks like 5 gateways and double Robo. Make that 7 gateways and double Robo. And that's a lot of gateways with double Robo. In fact, he's going to be able to just reinforce the attack greatly with gateway units alone. So he won't need to actually build that many Colossus behind this. He can probably just reinforce with the gateways to make sure his army is always strong. We are actually seeing him also get Hallucination. So expect to see Hallucinated Colossi. Expect to see Hallucinated Colossi or it's Hallucinated Phoenix to get the Scout, because I think he's actually skipped all Observers. And with that, has he really? Yeah, he skipped all Observers. That is greedy. Tunneling Claws Burrow for Lelouch right now would be devastating. But Lelouch is seeing these Colossi moving out, and he may go for complete counterattack right now. He's got the opportunity. He can stream in. There's the hole in the wall. Link's going to go running and go straight into the main base. Colossi Warpins could easily come in and help defend this, though. And it looks like we're going to start seeing this probe line getting assaulted. A couple probes will fall. No biggie there, though, because we've got a dangerous army down here from SaSe moving along the map to still go ahead and engage Lelouch's third. There are some spine crawlers down there, but 2 more are not even close to competing yet. And there are the Hallucinated Colossus in the front, going to act as great tanks. We're going to see them getting attacked. We can see how SaSe is just drawing fire with them, not even worrying that he's being obvious that they're hallucinations, but the AI is getting so messed up by them, and now we're having the force fields of SaSe are ridiculous as he moves in, and now he's going to be attacking so much. The Lings have been cleaned up in that main base. SaSe is now warping in a ton of Stalkers and Zealots, and pushing forward, and the drones are all bunched up, and they're all bunched up. Lelouch is now down to 53 drones. SaSe only has 47. Lelouch did manage to kill enough that it would have been 54, but SaSe is streaming forward. We've got the Hallucinated Colossus in the front, very nicely controlled there. It's actually about to dissipate, but it's doing a great job of scaring Lelouch at the very least. Lelouch will be able to see it disappear now, but still, this army presence of SaSe is devastatingly powerful. The third base is now dead. We've got more Zealots and Stalkers coming in from SaSe right now. We've got the Broodlings that are doing a little bit of damage, but they're now dead, and that's basically it. Looks like we may be able to see a third being taken down here from Lelouch if he feels saving up. We have a War Prism now. We're going to have 4 Zealots going to be attacking the main base, as we're going to have SaSe moving into the natural expansion. We have Roach is going to be moving down in the main base to try and help defend, but this attack is a dual-pronged attack of death. There's the Warp is going to be able to continue warping in units, but SaSe can push forward. He can even kill off the force fields with the Colossi if he really wants to. As we're watching them push forward, the drones are now being pulled. SaSe is in an amazingly strong position. The Warp Prism is now lifted up to Zealots, and SaSe has pulled off every single drone. Well, basically SaSe. I mean, technically it's Mill.Lalush that's doing it, but it's because of SaSe that Lush is being forced to pull off those drones. So I still stand that SaSe is pulling off those drones, because it's essentially the same thing. Oh yes, I just blew your mind. Probably not, but I'm okay with that. Alright, so Hydras are out, but Hydras are not so great against the Colossus. And if you look back in the base of SaSe, he's just chronoing out his warp gates. He's ignoring his robotics facilities. It is just straight up to Colossus push. And I'm surprised he's actually not building a couple of Immortals or something. But he's really focused on getting the gateway units to support the Colossus and the Immortals. Now we're going to see him pushing in. Force Fields should be able to split off this army in a second. We see the Warp Prism is actually there, just actually kind of serving as a little bit of a tank. But there we see Warp Prisms. You have the Warp Prisms. He's actually going to be able to get some Zealots directly into the back right now, and we do see the Zealots warping in right in the front. Lelouch is looking to be in a terrible, terrible spot because these Colossi are still alive. And let's look at the kills. Look at that, 13, 12 kills, doing so much damage. Zamoral's got 10 kills. There are probably Stalkers here that have a dozen kills in there. There's just so much death that is being thrown down. A Sentry with 5 kills. There is a Sentry with 5 kills in here, and the kill count is just increasing with a Master Colossus. Macro Hatch is down. Lelouch is seriously under some hardcore pressure. This Warp Prism is serving to get the Warpins immediately into the battle. We're watching Force Fields continue to move in. Roaches are doing nothing in the background. They are just attacking themselves in the front. That SaSe doesn't even care about, because he is streaming his way to a 2-0 victory right here against Lelouch, because Lelouch is down to 53 food. Quantic.SaSe is at 115, and this, I can't imagine this going on for much longer. Lelouch is going to be calling GG, and there it is. SaSe ends up taking out Lelouch in a great 2-0 series. Talk about solid gameplay. Incredibly well done by him. I mean, talk about two different styles of gameplay. I mean, he went for the turtling in the first game, and the second game is just boom! Double Robo Colossus, 7-gate, warping, aggression, hardcore, just face punching, crazy Protossness from SaSe. So well done by him. We've got more replays for you guys, so stick around.